Have you ever noticed that a man can have everything? The car, the suit, the house, and yet, when he speaks, a woman's eyes drift away? But another man who has far less walks into the same room and suddenly, everything changes. Her attention sharpens, her body language softens, her curiosity awakens. Why? Because women don't fall for money, they fall for energy, for character, for presence. They fall for things most men overlook. Things money can't buy, but every man can build. So today we'll uncover 6 things women secretly love more than money, guided by Stoic wisdom and the timeless psychology of attraction. If you understand these 6, you'll stop chasing validation and start commanding respect. 1. Presence, the silent power that captures attention. In a world full of distraction, a man who's fully present is almost extinct. And that's exactly why he's magnetic. Presence isn't just being around her, it's when your attention locks in. When she speaks, you're not half scrolling your phone or rehearsing what to say next. You're there, listening, absorbing, understanding. There's a story of a man named James in London. He wasn't rich, not by any means. One evening, he met Olivia, a woman everyone wanted. While others tried to impress her with luxury talk and status, James did something different. He listened. Not fake listening, real listening. He remembered the details, the tone, the emotions behind her words. A week later, he asked her, "How did that presentation go at work?" She froze, shocked, because no one ever remembered. That simple question made her feel seen. And here's the truth. Women crave to be seen, not bought. Presence is a rare form of currency. It says, "You have my full attention." And in the modern world, that's more valuable than gold. The Stoics called this focus of the soul. Marcus Aurelius said, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman, as if it were your last act." When you treat moments with that seriousness, people, especially women, feel your gravity. Presence is quiet power. It's rare, and rarity breeds value. True to emotional steadiness and the calm that women lean on. Imagine 2 men. One reacts to everything. Her mood swings, her tests, her silences. He becomes a storm himself. The other? Calm, collected, centered. When she pulls back, he doesn't panic. When she gets emotional, he doesn't mirror it, he anchors it. Women secretly love a man who remains emotionally steady because steadiness feels like safety, and safety is the foundation of attraction. In Los Angeles, there's a story of Michael, a simple guy, not wealthy, not famous, but every woman who met him described him the same way. He's grounded. At parties, when tension rose, he stayed composed. When people argued, he smiled softly. His calm energy didn't chase it, drew people in. You see, emotional steadiness is a flex that money can't imitate. It says, "I control my mind," not the other way around. The Stoics mastered this. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." To a woman, that translates into emotional security. She feels safe expressing herself, because your composure tells her she's in the presence of a man, not a boy. And here's the paradox. The less reactive you are, the more respect you command. The calmer you stay, the deeper she trusts. 3. Purpose, the flame that outshines wealth. Purpose is a magnetic force that pulls everything, and including women, toward you. It's not about being obsessed with success. It's about knowing where you're going. A man with purpose walks differently, talks differently, moves differently, because he's not looking for direction, he is the direction. In Sydney, there was a mechanic named Mark. Grease-stained hands, old boots, and an aging pickup truck. But when asked what he does, he replied, "I fix things that matter. Machines, sure, but mostly myself." That line wasn't rehearsed. It was lived. Women aren't drawn to luxury, they're drawn to motion. A man on a mission, even a small one, radiates energy that says, "My life means something." The Stoics lived by this truth. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning. At dawn, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Purpose gives your days weight, and that weight makes your presence magnetic. You can't buy purpose, you build it. And when you do, money becomes a byproduct, not a prize. A man who chases money appears needy. A man who pursues purpose appears unstoppable. Or competence, the language of respect. A competent man doesn't need to talk. He simply does. Whether it's fixing a shelf, solving a problem, handling a tough conversation, or keeping his word, competence is deeply attractive. It signals capability, a primal trait every woman's instincts respond to. In Manchester, a man named Daniel helped his neighbor Jessica move apartments. While others complained, Daniel worked quietly, labeled boxes, planned the route, solved issues with ease. He didn't boast. He didn't seek praise. He simply handled it. 2 months later, Jessica admitted, "I felt more attracted watching him handle chaos than any guy I've dated with a luxury car." Competence equals trust. It says I can handle life. And to a woman, that's a signal of safety, leadership, and maturity. The Stoics defined excellence as arete, virtue through skill and action. They believed a man should strive to be excellent in every role he plays, not to impress others, but to respect himself. Money can buy attention. Competence earns admiration. And in the long run, admiration always outlasts attraction. 5. Vulnerable strength. The balance of power and honesty. Here's what most men get wrong. They think vulnerability means weakness. But women don't want weakness, and they want authenticity. Vulnerable strength means being real open about your truth, but never collapsing under it. It's saying, yes, I've been hurt, but I've healed. It's admitting a mistake and then owning it fully. In Toronto, Daniel once told Olivia, "I used to fear failure so much that I'd sabotage good things before they could leave me." That honesty didn't push her away. It drew her closer because it showed emotional courage. Women don't crave a flawless man. They crave a human man who can face flaws without hiding. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotion. It's about mastering it. Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Your vulnerability is proof of strength, not lack of it. It says, I know who I am and I'm not ashamed. To a woman, that's irresistible. It's realness in a world full of filters. 6. Curiosity, the deepest form of intimacy. Most men listen to reply. The rare man listens to understand, and that difference changes everything. Curiosity is the most underrated form of attraction. It's not about asking what she does. It's about asking why she loves what she does. It's not about learning her facts. It's about learning her feelings. In New York, Emily once told James about her childhood dream of becoming a painter. He didn't just nod. He asked, "What stopped you?" That one question unraveled a story she hadn't told anyone in years. That's what curiosity does. It builds a bridge between two minds. It shows depth. It shows care. And it creates emotional intimacy money can't replicate. Marcus Aurelius wrote endlessly in his journal, asking himself questions, exploring his own nature. That same curiosity directed toward another person turns conversation into connection. A curious man doesn't run out of things to talk about because he's genuinely interested in her world, and that to women is gold. Conclusion: the Stoic wealth every man can build. Now you see it. The 6 things women secretly love more than money aren't luxuries. They're virtues: presence, emotional steadiness, purpose, competence, vulnerable strength, curiosity. They're inner currencies that can't crash, can't be stolen, and can't be faked. Here's the Stoic truth. You can lose your job, your car, your status, but these traits, they stay. They are the man. Women don't love your possessions. They love the energy that owns itself, because the man who governs himself rules his world. So stop chasing what's temporary. Build what's eternal. Master your presence. Sharpen your steadiness. Live with purpose. Grow your competence. Show your humanity. And never stop being curious about life and in her. That's how you become a man of quiet power. A man who doesn't need to impress, because he already is the impression. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.